Okay, so this is
Yeah.
the first shape we'll start with, and then we're gonna do two little circles in the middle of it like that. And then we're gonna put a little circle of light here like that. And then we're gonna do a little pupil shape like that. Now on the outside of this shape, what I'm gonna do is just kind of double it out a little bit like this. And then draw a little thin line here at the bottom like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now I'm going to play with the relationship one. I'm going to go a little bit bigger on this one. So I'm going to try to do the same exact idea. Okay. It's not going to be perfectly, but this one's going to be a little bit bigger. Take this out the way. We don't need that. Okay, and then we will do the same. We're gonna go ahead and do our circle here, but this time try to also to not go too heavy on your line on the outside of this eye. Just kind of
Are we doing
changing my.
pencil or are we doing a mute? Oh,
Oh, it
okay.
doesn't matter if you want to use a pencil. We can go with
No,
pencil.
no, no, I don't. But that's what you said. And that, I thought, okay, I'd rather use a marker.
Yeah, yeah. No, we can use a marker. Yeah, use marker.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It'll be easier for you. It's, I'd rather draw with a marker any day, brother. Unless the only time I'll use a pencil if I'm not sure how to draw it yet. Then once I figure out how to draw it, I won't use a pencil. Something
Yeah.
about pencils take away from it. Every artist is different. For me, they kind of slow me down a little bit.
Well, I'd rather use a marker because I've got to learn how to use it anyway. Except I don't do it like that. Anyway, we'll do the second one.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And once we have that, we'll do a little line under the bottom, kind of like we did the first eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then we're gonna go inside of the eye again, and we'll put our little circle of light like this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then this circle is cool because it'll help you to center your eye a little bit better. So on this one, we're gonna go with a little bit smaller of a pupil shape, something that's really small like that. Versus, see how we went a little bit bigger on these ones. So we're just trying to work with the same shape, but seeing how we can do different things with it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we'll just label that one number two. Okay. As you can see, a different relationship exists. And we can also, with this one, add maybe a little line over the top like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going to go to our third one. And this is going to be the same kind of eye shape, right? But I'm going to show you we're going to do something different, just a little bit different. All right. So we're going to come back again. 1, 2. Okay. And then we're going to go 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should sleep. He might not be hungry till 4:30.
Okay.
So, but I might be back before that.
Okay, man.
Around the time.
All right.
He's out here because he wasn't going to sleep.
Okay.
I'll leave it open.
All right.
But he's here with Nan.
Okay.
I'll
Right.
see. Okay.
Right.
As soon as you're done, go check on him.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Mick. All right. Okay. So now we'll go to the middle portion. We're going to do this again. But we're going to show you a little something different. Now, this one, it doesn't matter how heavy you go on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we're going to draw a little light source, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on this one, we're going to color in the eye shape and leave just the light source. So this creates a different looking eye, even though we use the same shape. Now, the purpose of this is to show you that the same shape obviously can create different looking eye shapes. Now, a lot of these we made them kind of female. If you want to go with something that's more guy shaped, right? So let's say we do like this. We're gonna go to number 4. We can still use that same shape, but what we do is we refrain from going heavy on the lines. So the lines look like this now, like that. We can still do the inside of the eye shape. We can still do the light source, right? We can still do the pupil, right? We can go over the top of the eye, but you can see here, maybe that I could use this as a more of a guy type of a shape versus here. You'll see because they have those dark lines around the outside, they're going to be more female oriented. So with this one, when you draw this one, just use lighter lines. And on the next couple of ones, maybe we'll put some eyebrows with it so you can kind of see those, work with those relationships as well. And then there's one more relationship that I want you to learn with this shape, and then we'll go to the next shape after this one. Okay, so this relationship is the same idea, except let's say you were drawing babies, right? And you know babies, you want to draw a little baby. So you might, what'll happen then is that the relationship gets very big. Like this, and then you have your little line. So it's really the same shape. And let's just make it a baby girl shape. So we'll just make the top line like we did in the other one. We'll make it kind of thick out here. And then let's say we were doing this shape here, right? We'll just make this shape here gets very big so that there's almost no white space left. And we're going to use up most of our white space. And we'll make our light source very big. And then once we do that, we'll color in. This shape here. Okay. So let's just real quick play with a relationship idea. So let's say this is a baby. Remember, you got big eyes. So watch our nose shape. See how it kind of almost sits right there in the middle of it? Like this. Okay. And then we can put maybe an eyebrow relationship, maybe something like this. Okay. You see how it looks like a little baby shape?
Mm-hmm.
Now, and then we'll put a little mouth with it too. And now you see this line right here? When you draw your line for your mouth, watch the angle between this line and the line I'm going to draw. Right? See the angle that it makes? Something similar to this on both sides. Can you see that angle right here? And then we'll do this right here. So that's another way you can use this particular eye shape. These are like cat eyes, cat looking eyes. I like to call them my cats. Okay. All right, and now we're gonna go to another eye shape, okay? So we're gonna put this one kind of here to the side. So that you can, now I like to take a look at the first set of eyes that you did, or the first few practices that you did. Okay, hold it just a little closer for me, Mick. Those are there we go. All right, awesome, awesome. And those look great. Remember on that last one, Mick, which you'll again be able to watch this over again. But remember when you draw what you did was good because number one, you put direction in the eye, but specifically the baby one. Okay, everything in this thing is white space until you put a pupil in there. So here you can see you want to keep you went more like this way. Okay. So your eyes appear to be looking that way, right? Which is okay. I'm not saying you can't do that. But when you want to make them centered, okay, you got to keep that space. You got to keep it kind of in the middle so that you're using up pretty much all the white space here and here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got very little white space here.
Yeah, now
And this will all be colored in. And obviously if the baby has lighter color eyes, then you wouldn't want to do a darkened in color. You would want to do something more like this because the baby has light color, like eyes, green eyes, blue eyes, or whatever. And the cool thing about these is you can put multiple light sources. So you can do like this if you want. You know, you can put as many as you want in there. But I usually just put one. I put one in this one just to keep it simple. So that's the only thing I had about those. But let's go ahead and go to our next eye shape, okay? Now this one is going to be shaped more like we're going to draw it's going to be shaped like kind of like this. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3. Heavy line here. All right. And then 1, 2, 3. Light line right here. And then 1, 2 lines here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now with this one, we're going to start at the top of this line here. We're going to act like we're hanging a disco ball maybe, or security cam. You know how they have them on the camera, on the ceiling, and they look like little domes
Mm-hmm.
hanging upside down from the ceiling. That's what
Mm-hmm.
you're doing here. Call this the security cam. Okay. Which, that's not a bad thing because it's looking at you, right? All right. And now inside of that security cam, there's another small security camera that is hanging upside down like that too. And over here is where your light source would be. On the side. I could have drew it first, but I just drew, see it right there? Light source.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna draw a set of them like we did over here. So I'm just showing you how it's drawn first. So let's go 1, and then we're gonna go with a normal, just regular normal relationship kind of 2. Then let's make sure this one is inside of those 1, 2, and then remember 1, 2, 1, 2. You don't want to draw a whole arc. You want to suggest that line in there. Okay. And then we got our security cam, inside security cam, and a light source. So this particular eye shape here is usually my sleepy shape, right? Or it could be a seductive type of eye shape. So if we were the way that we did these, remember the security cam idea? Anytime you draw an eye, we're going to draw this a couple more times, but just as a side note, we'll just put side note here. Okay. And an asterisk. Anytime you use a shape, no matter what shape it is, let's just pick a shape. Let's use the shape let's go back to what we did before. Okay. If I do a security cam, and I hang a security cam inside of it, you see how it looks more seductive or sleepy? Either one of these. You know, if you got Marilyn, think Marilyn Monroe. See? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to go back to this one shape here. I'm just going to put this here. Okay. And then we're going to go to number 2 here, and we're going to use a different relationship. So let's just say we want to apply some of the same things we did to the last eye. So here we go again. We have the hood of the eye, or the roof of the building, whatever you want to call it. And let's say we want to make this shape about the same size, right? But again, we don't have somebody with a light color eye. We have somebody with darker color eyes. So what we would do is we'll hang our security cam. And the less security cam that you have, the sleepier the person's going to look. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll demonstrate that in a minute. All right. So now we got the 2 security cams. And let's just say if I was using this to draw your eyes, watch this, mate. I can go like this. Watch. So let's say Mick was sleepy today. Okay. I can do like this. Okay. And then okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So you could do that with these, you know. Now I could do my second security cam in here, be my light source, right? All right, so let's go to this third one and let's make it somebody that has a really dark color eye, kind of like we did right here. Remember this one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, light line 3, light line 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Security cam, light source, and color in the rest. That means there's only one security cam here, right? And this one is one of those ones where you can't see inside of it. You know how the double two-way mirrors, you can't see it. It's got a tint on the cam, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, here, obviously, we could have an eyebrow shape here. Right. Whatever. Okay, so you can see how we just used it there. Now, this top line can also be curved like this, so it doesn't have angles in it. So if you want something that looks a little bit softer, you might want to think like a stair stepper. You know those little things you exercise on, people step on them,
Mm-hmm.
and they look like
Yeah.
you just put them on the floor. So you might think about one of those, and then you can make it softer so the eyes don't seem so angly. So I want to work on some different feelings for the eye shapes. All right, now let's see if we can do a baby one. So if a baby had those particular eyes, we'll go here. And then remember, we'll just make the shape bigger. Okay. Now we're going to hang our shape here, our security cam shape. We just make it like a very long drop down type of security cam. Oh, it looks like a guy with his tongue sticking out. Can you see that?
Does.
Yeah,
You're right.
it looks like a guy with his. It looks like that. And it looks like a chin shape. If you just do like that, but if you do like that, it looks like an eye. Anyway, then we'll put our light source here. And we'll put our 1, 2, 1, 2 over the top. Remember whether they have light color eyes or dark colored eyes. Let's say this one has light colored eyes, we might do like this right here. Okay. And then again, we're doing a baby shape. All right. This line wasn't supposed to be that dark down here, but I did it a little darker than I could just balance it out by doing this. Make it appear that it's thinner by making this top one thicker. Okay. And we got some eyebrows here. Okay. So remember, these are just the rules for sleepy or seductive type of eyes. You just really want to control how much of the pupil and iris you're seeing. Even if you went with a simple concept and just went like this, and you see how it looks by thinking about the security cam. Security cam is watching you. Okay. And then we're going to go to our third eye. So we got one more eye that we're going to try to squeeze through. And then I'll go ahead and get this thing situated for you. All right. So we're going to go with this eye. And this eye is just pretty much a friendly. This is when I want to go friendly. When I'm friendly, I want my eyes to all have roundness to them. So let's say we'll do like this. Okay. See how round that looks? Okay. It's like a fat tree leaf, really. You remember we did the tree leaves? It's just a fat one. Very round. And then remember with this one, you can still apply this logic if you want to, right? So you can go, you're hanging the security cam, but you're using up a lot of white space. Okay. Okay, and obviously this can be changed based off of, you know, if the person's a child or not. If you obviously with somebody younger or more of an adult, you might want to go with something a little bit smaller, like that. And this one you can remember too, you can rotate your ISO, that light source, you can rotate that around so it'll help you to center your pupil. So you see how I can get my pupil in the center so good is because once I get here, I'm using this to tell me, okay, that's kind of the center, and then the bottom of it will be like the center. You know what I mean? The top of it, something on top of the hill. Maybe you might think about it like a guy with a. If we put the light down here, it might look like his head is right there. You see, it's a guy with a head. So we'll call that the head guy. Right. And he can be coming from any direction you want in the drawing. So if you do like this, watch. This looks like you know what this looks like when somebody's talking. You ever seen a character talking and they put one of these things here that says hi? Right? Well, that's what this looked like, don't it? Okay, but now watch. You got your pupil in there, whatever size it may be. And then you can put your head guy coming from this way, right? You can put your head guy coming from this way, right? Doesn't matter. Okay. You can, however you want to do. If you're here, you can do like this and put a head guy coming from this way.
Yeah.
I just thought of that too, I ain't gonna lie. It makes so much sense to me. It looks like a guy.
Just quickly.
Yes.
You ain't got much, sorry, you haven't got much time. Can you do an eagle? The head of an eagle?
Yes. Talking about like this. Or like this.
Either.
Yeah, this is the head of an eagle.
I'll tell you why I'm doing, sorry to take up the time, but I'm doing 4 days a week on your classes. I'm doing 3 days a week writing another book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what I'll do is, hold on, let me do that again for you.
And this one's fiction, and it's the main character is an eagle called Ellie.
Oh, okay. Well, what I'll do is, hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video tutorial. If you did, don't hesitate, guys, to go ahead and give us a like. Also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the notifications button. This way, when we put up new material, you'll be the first to know. If you have any questions about our markers or pens or paper, and you'd like to know where I get some of the materials that I use here on my art stream, there's a link in the description below, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. And also, guys, we'd like to welcome your questions and comments so that we can get some new ideas. You know, it's always good to have new, fresh ideas for our next and upcoming videos. Oh, and don't forget to check out these 2 super cool videos right here. So guys, thanks again for your love and support of our channel. You guys be safe out there. And as always, guys, I wish you happy cartooning.